What's going on, guys? Tonight I'm going to kind of test myself to see how much I can kind of talk just off the dome and hopefully give you guys a message that makes sense. I see there's a lot of stuff on the lens. Give me 1 second. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. As you guys can probably tell, my voice is still a little hoarse, not feeling the best. I think it's just really bad allergies. The weather's been changing here a lot lately, so that's most likely all that's really going on. So yeah, with that aside, I wanted to talk about how you can genuinely change your life and how you can actually take action that makes sense. And like in my own experience, what I've done and how I've applied this to my own life, it has made not only my life better, but it's filled it with more purpose, and it's also given me actionable things I can do in order to change what my day-to-day life is. Like what I'm looking at, what I have to attack, what I have to do in order to consider a day to be a success. So what I've done is literally just small wins. It's that simple. All you have to focus on are small wins. Whenever you make your bed in the morning, that's a small win. Whenever you eat healthier, that's a small win. When you go to the gym, that's a small win. And not only that, when it's down to like, hey, I want to open my phone and scroll on social media right now, instead I'm going to go to YouTube and watch a video on how to become better at doing this or doing that, or just trying to self-betterment, not in a way that's like a vanity, but a self-betterment in a way that is becoming who you're supposed to be, you know, as a man of God, as a man or a woman of God, as a person who's just trying to fulfill their potential in a way that's not from a proud or a prideful standpoint. And I think that also it's a way of showing how grateful you are. Like gratitude in and of itself always equates to action. And what I mean by that is, if you're thankful for your girlfriend, you're going to treat her kinder. If you're thankful for the life that you have, you're going to treat your life in a way as if you're grateful for it. Like if you're thankful for the vehicle you have, you're going to treat it better. If you're thankful for the body you have, you're going to treat your temple better. It all comes down to gratitude and being thankful for where we're at, what we have. And if you're not happy with where you're at, you need to start with being thankful that you're alive right now, you're breathing, you have the opportunity to make a better tomorrow for yourself. And the only way you can do that is by first being thankful and then understanding that small wins are all that matters to build up to something that's great. Because I started off by thinking, okay, I'm going to set my alarm for 4 a.m. I'm going to get up very early. I'm going to have this routine. I'm going to write out an entire schedule. I'm going to have my outfit laid out. I'm going to have all of these things planned for how my day is going to perfectly play out tomorrow. And then I'm going to get on my grind. I'm going to be locked in, and I'm going to become the man that I want to be. And since I have all this stuff set up and laid out in front of me, it's going to be easy for me to do that. And I kept falling short over and over again because I'd either do it for a day or two, or I would just wake up the next day, even after that first day, hear the alarm go off, roll back over in bed, silence the alarm, and then I wouldn't get up early. And it's just because you can't give yourself huge tasks and assume that you'll all of a sudden be the man that is capable of achieving those things that you've set for yourself, because it's small steps. You need to slowly become a better man. Nothing in this life that is worth anything happens instantaneously for the most part. It's always a gradual buildup, and it's always difficult, and it always takes time, and you always have to etch away and work at making yourself a better person. And the way that you're able to all of a sudden have a life that you're proud of is because you've accumulated, it's an accumulation of all the things that you have sacrificed. And I've sacrificed taking all these small things and being comfortable in every single day things. Like whenever I could sit and be comfortable, a comfortable man is comfortable in the moment, but they're not comfortable in their life. They're not comfortable as a whole. They're not comfortable when it comes to, when they sit down, they're asked, are you happy with where you're at in your life? Almost every single time, a comfortable man is going to say no, they're lacking purpose, they're lacking fulfillment. The way that you fill out these holes is obviously, yes, God, you get in your word and all these other things, but you do the small things. Let's just focus on that. You do the small things. And what I mean by that is, to take it even a step further, is legitimately just giving yourself something that is attainable, and not even trying to say like, I'm going to achieve this and this and this every single day. Just saying, whenever the challenge, whenever I face it, when I face the challenge of something that I would like to do, when I see comfortability right here at my grasp, I'm going to decline it, and I'm going to be a disciplined man. And it could be something that's very, very simple. You'll realize that there's millions of these that hit you every single day with every action that you choose. There's always either an easy way out or a difficult way. And the way that's difficult is usually the way that's going to benefit you in the long run. So that's how you genuinely build a life that you're happy of living it. Not only does it it lead to an endpoint where you are better off financially, you're better off in your relationships, you're better off and closer with your family and your friends and all of that. But it also gives you that fulfillment. So it's not only like what the outcome is, it's just the task that you set yourself with. It makes it to where you're not only busy, but you are always progressing and there's never an end point. It's just trying to be a little bit better and trying to, once you've got, into a role of doing these things and choosing the right thing over and over again, and that's something that you can do, not easily, but like you're better at it, that's when you can start to build an actual routine for yourself, and you can say, okay, I'm gonna get up early, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And then since you became disciplined, and since you've changed as a man, and it can happen quickly or it can happen slowly, but most of the time it's going to happen slower for the average individual, as it has myself, as it has for almost anybody that doesn't have that discipline already instilled in them and built in them as they're raised up. So I recommend you just try to focus on the small wins, whatever that is for you. If that's not watching porn, if that's not going out as often, if that's going out and drinking less. Like me and my buddy, we go out, and here recently, we just drink club soda and a lime. And it feels like you're almost drinking, and you can enjoy life in that way. You can go out and have fun and sure have a drink every now and then, sure do something to enjoy life. I'm not saying to just do absolutely nothing with your life and you need to focus on being better and better and always choosing the right decision, because we're not perfect. And I think it's important that we enjoy life, and not to the aspect of getting drunk, and not to the aspect of getting extremely high, and not to the aspect of doing anything, but enjoy life in moderation, enjoy life, because there is an opportunity for everything to be beautiful if you do it and you pursue it correctly. So me and my buddy will go out, we'll get club soda and a lime, and we will have an amazing time and not have to get drunk to have a great time. And the reason that we're capable of doing that is because we have instilled these disciplines in ourselves that whenever we want to go out and do that, we're like, do I even want to drink? It's bad for gaining muscle, it's bad for your spirit, it's bad for your mind, it's bad for you in almost every single way, and I can have just as much fun without doing it. So don't conform to the normalities of this earth, because it's not going to lead to your long-term success. And I know this has been kind of a rant. I hope that it's made sense to the people that have chose to watch this far. But genuinely, guys, all you have to do in order to see small progression, if you've been struggling and you've been falling into the same sin, you've been falling into the same whatever you're dealing with in your life right now, you haven't been progressing like you would like to, just focus on the small wins, and every time you have an option to do something that feels right instead of doing what feels wrong, do what feels right. All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a blessed one.